April Fools! Joke's on you, Bunny News. Welcome to the Teacher Takeover April Fools episode.
We are going to start off this episode with school announcements with Miss Schmidt and Mrs. Tice.
Welcome to announcements with Miss Schmidt and Mrs. Tice.
The Lost and Found is now accepting items for the new Student Fashion Museum display. This display is said to have an extensive collection of Under Armour, rabbit gear, and shoes without a match.
All confiscated phones will now be donated to the Teachers for TikTok campaign. We will be accepting all models of phones, especially the ones with really good cameras.
Lastly, any tardies or those who like to venture into the bathroom for an extensive time will now come with a complimentary 20-minute life advice session from your teacher.
Thank you for updating us on the announcements, Mrs. Schmidt and Mrs. Tice.
Have you seen the recent results in the hallway Olympics? Mason took home gold in the fastest locker getaway, while Baylor set a new decibel record. Josh set a new record for the most trips to other people's classrooms. Congratulations for being rewarded for something you never even knew existed.
We do have some breaking news, Mrs. Bliss, with an update on the pencil shortage that is going around the school.
Breaking news! Tragedy strikes again as students across the school report missing pencils. Experts believe that they have entered the black hole of lost supplies, otherwise known as the bottom of Lane Mathowitz's backpack. This black hole is said to form in other backpacks, students claiming it not only takes their pencils, but also their long-lost snacks, missing assignments, and even their library books. There was also a shocking discovery. The school thermostat only has two settings: Arctic tundra and desert heat. Students and staff remain divided on which is worse.
Well, you know me. I prefer the desert heat. So I can take off one of my 14 layers here that I wear to school. Just give me a second. Here's layer 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 6 today.
Me, I prefer the Arctic tundra, so I don't have to hang out with the stench of middle school kids.
Speaking of middle school kids, I saw the 6th graders were making mazes out of Legos to fit their new book. They are going to read, and I thought they would make a good segment. So, may I have borrowed one?
Can't wait to see this.
Ready, go. Whoop. Whoop. Whoa. 8 seconds.
8 seconds. Awesome.
Misses. Oh, where's the ouch here? I'm not very good at this.
What are we at?
12s?
No.
Woo!
Good job, sis.
Thank you.
We better take time to thank whichever 6th grader made that maze.
Well done. I bet you didn't even realize it went missing. Now off to weather with Mrs. Morin.
This is Mrs. Morin coming to you live with weather. Warmer weather is on the way, so one should expect a slight Axe body spray scented breeze coming from the boys' locker room. There is also a high pressure system coming from the copy machines, which means showers of worksheets should be expected throughout the week, followed by a thunderstorm of student complaints and excuses. Looking ahead, the next full moon will be April 13th, which means teachers, you have less than 2 weeks to prepare or to put in that leave and make your sub-plans. Back to you.
Mrs. Morin really has me thinking about putting in for a sub on that full moon day.
But where would you go with your free day?
Great question. Speaking of where I would go, let's see where Mrs. Schwer is.
Hello, this is Mrs. Schwer. Can you guess where I am? I'll give you 3 seconds. I'm in the Buddy newsroom. Guess where I am? The elementary doors. Hey, where am I? I'll give you 3 seconds. I'm at the playground.
Hey, by the way, how well do you think you can tell time?
I would like to think pretty well, but with digital clocks everywhere now, we don't really need to.
Miss Nichols quizzed some middle school students to see how well they could tell time.
Oh, I'm nervous to see this.
Chloe, what time is this?
2:39.
How about now? 2:39. False.
2:50. Okay.
Braylon, what time is it?
Okay, it's 7:42.
Grace, what time is it?
Okay, it is 5:56.
False.
It's 4:56. Because it's barely touching the 5.
It's almost 5 o'clock. Lexi, what time is it?
It's 9:37.
Well done. What time is it?
Five. No idea.
That is incorrect. Eloise, what time is it?
2:55. No one.
That is in. Okay, there you go. Amelia, what time is it?
9:26.
Well done. Mackenzie, what time is it?
12:53.
Good job. Marshall, what time is it?
2:04.
Good job.
No, you're saying, yes, I'm dying to want to know. I'm dying.
Ansley, what time is this?
12:30. Oh.
You're close. It's 12:31.
Oh.
All right, Keegan, what time is it?
11:43.
Yeah. Good job. That was 3. What time is it?
It is 7:42.
Good job. Josh, what time is it on this clock? No, look at the clock. What time is it?
1:57.
Good job. Maven, what time is it?
It's It's 3:57.
Oh,
3:56.
you have them switched around. It's 11:17. Ava, what time is it?
9.
Are you gonna have a guess?
93. I mean, not. I don't know.
It is 8:48.
Oh,
Mr. Haberman, what time is this? You gotta look at the clock. Look here.
It is 5:53.
Well done. Kennedy, what time is it?
12, 42, and some seconds.
False.
42.
Oh boy. It looks like we need to have them read an
Kennedy, stop!
Oh boy. It looks like we need to have them read an analog clock a lot more often after hearing those answers.
For sure. But do you hear those new slang words that the kids have been using these days? I never know what they mean.
Me neither. And we should find out if Mrs. Johnson and Mr. Junker know what those words mean.
I can't wait.
No cap.
Oh, that's when you're not lying. So, if you said, nah, she said, there's no assignment today, no cap. Slay.
Oh, that just means like you did awesome. Like,
Mm-hmm.
slay girl!
Exactly. Perfect.
Oh. Bet?
Whew, how do you define that? I always think of, I bet, how do you even define that?
It's tough.
It's kind of like, all right, let's go, right?
Alright. Okay.
Sigma.
Oh. Well, I'm unsure about this one. Sigma is second to alpha, right?
Well,
or not?
So there's like, I'm the alpha.
Yeah.
And then there's like, that is in comparison to a beta.
Oh.
But if you're outside of that, because you're going your own way, you're like a lone wolf, then you're Sigma.
Winner chicken dinner.
I have no idea.
There we go. Okay.
Give me 3 more years and I'll know none of this.
Yeah. This is good one. Riz.
Oh, it's short for charisma, and it's just like your riz is your ability to pull. So, yeah.
I'm so impressed.
Beta! I just told you this.
Beta. This is the second in line, and it is not me. Sus.
Sus? Oh, untrustworthy. As in, like, I wouldn't do that. That floorboard is looking sus. That's a terrible example. But, yeah, suspicious, right? Or one of your friends is acting sus. You're like, something's up.
Makes sense.
I'm getting all the good ones, man. Skibbity.
Oh, what is that? Skibbity, Ohio?
Does it have 2 B's? I don't know how to spell it for sure.
I do not actually know what skibbity means. I think it probably means like that's like nonsense.
Honestly, this one's tough. I know the origin, but I'm not sure how it's used other than just a silly word.
Is it Latin?
No. Yeah, if we take the etymology, actually,
Yeah.
it goes, yeah.
Right.
I just take it as like goofy, weird.
Yeah. Okay. You know this one, alpha.
Alpha. That's me. Last one, bussin'. Straight bussin'.
That means it's awesome. It's bussin'.
Absolutely. Like
school lunch is bussin'.
Bunny news is bussin'.
Beautiful.
That was a pretty bussin' segment. Did I use that word right?
Bet.
Mr. Junker sure had a lot of riz.
Well, did we act like bunny news kids? I don't know. Let me try one more time. Ah!
Whoa, that was just like Kennedy.
What are you doing?
Bye!
Since you took over Bunny News, we're gonna take over your staff meetings next time.